To Good Morning Football. We'll solve inside the NFL Network newsroom. Well, the Chiefs doing what they've done the past 3 seasons. That would be win the AFC West. Their 4th straight division title is the longest streak in franchise history. The Raiders lost to the Titans, and the Chiefs' win over the Patriots certainly clinched it. In the process, KC also seeing Travis Kelce pass Antonio Gates for the 2nd most receiving yards by a tight end in the first 7 seasons. He now needs 56 receiving yards in the last 3 games to pass Jimmy Graham for 1st. Kelce spoke with our Mike Giardi about the importance of their win rather than his personal accomplishments.
They've been a monkey on your back for the last couple of years. What does it mean to get this win here as you head into the final month?
Well, I haven't really thought about years past. I'm talking about this year. I'm thinking about this year, and this team's thinking about this year. And it's right now we're just trying to finish strong and put ourselves in the best position in the playoffs.
Boy, you just feel for Redskins running back Darius Geis. Geis dealing with yet another knee injury. He'll undergo an MRI today to see what the extent of it is. It's believed to be an MCL sprain. As a rookie, Geis tore his left ACL in the first preseason game, then tore his meniscus in the season opener this year. Now, with 3 sacks on Sunday, Vikings defensive end Danielle Hunter reaching the 50-sack career mark in the win over the Lions. He did so at 25 years and 40 days old. He's the youngest player in NFL history to reach this milestone. Now, the record was previously held by Robert Quinn, who reached 50 sacks at 25 years and 167 days of age. Linebacker Eric Kendricks calling Hunter a beast. And I don't think any of us here on Good Morning Football would disagree with him because he is indeed a beast getting it done.
You're right about that, Will. We'll check back in with you a little bit later. Speaking of beasts, a couple of beasts faced off in this game. Baltimore Ravens, Buffalo Bills. Lamar Jackson. The Ravens clinched playoff berth with the win. Okay, Lamar Jackson, 32 total TDs this season. How about that? The Bills have 29 on offense alone, and that was nasty. Matt Milano, sorry, we got to show this again. Check this out. He got them Milano cookies crumbling. Pay attention. You're going to see my man hit all.
They felt that one on Pepperidge Farm, Nate?
He hit all 4. That was an Allen Iverson juke. My man has 1,017 rush yards on the season, 22 yards away from behind, passing Michael Vick, and he will do that this next game. All right, how about this? He takes a shot and then delivers a dime to Hayden Hurst. So good. And he is scooting. How about Hayden? He can move 61 yards for the TD. The Ravens lead 17-6. Lamar Jackson flexing as he should. Hayden Hurst had 372 yards in the TD. All right. And how about the note taken? Davis White sees a piece of paper flying on the ground. He picks it up. And that right there is the Ravens offense. It's the only way you can stop them. And then the ref snatches it.
I love him.
So Davis is like, bro, it's on the field.
Yeah, I can take it.
Can I take a look? I want to see what's going on. 4th quarter, Ravens lead 17-9. Lamar Jackson, he's dropping back. Fade away. Who is he looking for? Willie Snead. The 4th.
Your former teammate.
Yeah, that's my guy, Willie Snead. How about that? Lamar Jackson putting up the #1 figure. Because yes, indeed, they did clinch that playoff berth. 4th quarter now. Bills trailing 24-17. Still a game at this point. And the ball is tipped. John Brown, he was looking for Marcus Peters. Another pass breakup. Lamar Jackson signing autographs as he should. Marcus Peters, he would have a unique celebration.
Yeah, we can't show that.
Let's just Google it. He was plenty hydrated after that game. The Ravens, they are 11-2, 24-17 over the Bills. And afterwards, Kim Jones caught up with the always entertaining Mark Ingram.
I'm cool if you have bigger goals, but to clinch a playoff berth today means what?
I mean, that's a first baby step. You know, you want to make the postseason, you want to make the dance. And, you know, we clinched that. So now we want to win our division. And then, you know, want to have home field advantage. So it's one day at a time, one step at a time. Man, God is good. We're blessed and thankful.
I'm lucky that I get to ask you this question. You're a veteran who understands this league so well. What is it like to play with Lamar Jackson?
Man, he's special. Man, he has it all. Throwing the ball, athletic as there is running the ball, the mindset to be great, the leadership tools, humble, just a hard worker. I mean, he has everything you want in a franchise QB, and he has everything you need to be a great QB in this league for a long time.
Quickly
happy they got the win, but there were some injuries. Everybody loves themselves. The tight end Mark Andrews. Harbaugh said after the game that both he and Anthony Levine Sr. don't seem to have serious injuries. Looking at the playoff picture here, Ravens complete control of the 1 seed, a game up on the pass with that head-to-head tiebreaker. Bills with the 5 seed, the Steelers and Titans, now both just a game back. Triggs, has the Ravens defense gone under the radar because of what their offense does week in, week out?
Absolutely. Absolutely. All week we talked about Josh Allen and Brian Dable and what they can do on offense, the Bills, what they did against the Cowboys. Look at what the Ravens have beaten this year, this defense, and what they've contained. Kid genius Sean McVay did absolutely nothing against the Ravens defense.
That was that nice.
Kid genius Kyle Shanahan did absolutely really nothing against the Ravens last week in the rain. How about Cliff Kingsbury and that air raid offense earlier this season? Nothing. It was silence. Josh McDaniels and Tom Brady got nothing going. Like, at some point we say, okay, how many different coaching trees do they need to chop down before we say that this defense is really leading the way in some of these victories? I mean, Lamar was good. Wasn't Lamar? He had highlights, but he wasn't the Lamar that we've seen in his the Monday night game against the Rams. It was the defense yesterday that got the job done. It's been the defense all season long for these guys. If this Ravens defense continues to play this way, they are very tough out, not only in the AFC, but in Miami at the Super Bowl. Like, that's how good they can be if their offense is clicking and the defense just continues to play exactly like they've been. This
is how good they've been. Marcus Peters, the trade happened in Week 7. I think they're the best secondary in the league. They are the #1 defense in the time, allowing 13.7 points a game. That is the lowest. I mean, they're just an insane, stifling defense. And you're right, they don't get enough credit because of what they do with Lamar.
Yeah, Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphreys, they had 5 pass breakups, so they're very aggressive with the ball and opportunistic. When the ball's in the air, they'll have a chance to pick six it and take it to the crib. But just look at this game. You talked about the defense during the season. How about this game specifically? Josh Allen was sacked 6 times. This is a guy who came into the season. What were we saying? He has more rushing touchdowns than Lamar Jackson. Schrager, I know you said last week that he would have more rushing yards in this game. And I think the defense for the Ravens heard that. They said, we're not going to let this very athletic, big, strong quarterback just dominate us. And they made him so uncomfortable in the pocket. Matthew Judon was a beast. 1.5 sacks, forced fumble in this game. In their first 11 drives, they had 7 punts and a fumble. How about that for that Ravens defense? Stepping up. And let's just keep it real. Don't start criticizing the offense for the Bills right now. This was an offense that was rolling down the tracks, and the Ravens defense stopped them right in it.
Buffalo defense brought it, too.
Yeah, let me speak to Buffalo for a second. All right, so you beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, and it's Buffalo Christmas and everything. And I remember my thoughts the next day were like, okay, just come ready to work next week, because this really amounts to nothing. There's no shame in losing to Baltimore, but there is a shame, and I'm picking up the pathetic stench of moral victory coming off Buffalo. I don't want it all. I tweeted something yesterday about the game, and the Bills fans come flying in with this type of stuff about what happened. Give it to me. Oh, Ravens held less points per game than their average. Jackson didn't steamroll. I think that's admirable, considering who they've killed this year. Thank you, Jessica, for the contribution. Who else did we have? Bills slowed him down, Lamar. 145. You're quoting me stats. Guys, what team do you want to be this year? Do you want to be a one-and-done team in the playoffs? Because that's fine. It's a moral victory. I see a team that had 10 days to get ready for this game and then scored 1 touchdown on offense. I have big expectations for Buffalo this year. I want to go to a title game. I want to at least go to a divisional round. So don't think for 1 second that that was a good day for Buffalo. You were at home. You lost. You were not involved in the game until the very end of it. Don't quote me stats. I don't care if Lamar had 2 yards rushing. You lost at home. I have bigger things in mind for you. You should too.
But the Niners lost to the Ravens, and we were like, oh, that was a loss, but they still brought it against Baltimore. So you don't see it that way with the Bills because they have more to prove?
No, because the Bills have 30 years of scar tissue building, and the Niners, I thought that played them a lot tougher than Buffalo did. The Bills scored 1 touchdown.
Buffalo was at home.
They're
coming in our building. Like,
I want you to make something of yourself, all right?
If the Bills had won that game and the way things worked out with the Chiefs beating the Patriots, the Bills would be tied for first place in the AFC East right now. They're not.
I'm a little salty because I said I would go through a table if Buffalo wins, and they didn't. I kind of want to. Yeah. So sorry, it's over. You're lost.
Speaking of making something of yourself.
That's right. What?
We got some highlights.
Oh, really? All right. Let's make something of this. Broncos, Texans. Make Sean Watson. Oh, they're going to roll. They beat New England last day. This is a first-time start for Drew Lock. Like, Houston, just roll them over. Scoreless early. Wait a second. Oh, no. Drew Lock, don't let him get hot. That is the touchdown to the rookie tight end.
You know, Von Miller had some thoughts about Drew Lock after this game, and they were profane. He used a piece of profanity about what a rock star he is.
Really?
He really likes him. And we had laterals in this game. Denver just kind of came in. You'd think they were 12-0. They ran all over Houston in the victory Reds. I don't know if you saw it, but Houston showed up in costume again. I think we can kill that. Yeah, because they got hit with a lot of those wrenches, didn't they, Peter?
Yes, they did.
38-24, and it wasn't that close. Houston, let us help you, because right now that was a terrible day.
How about a day from Duck?
All right, positive. Nick,
Let's get back up on this thing. One AFC team doesn't show up, one AFC team does. Duck Hodges and Deontay Johnson touchdown, corner of the end zone. The Duckman was dialed in Duck We Trust. Guys, it is a sensation in Pittsburgh, but Kyler had a shot here. Kyler Murray, down 6, looking. I'm just going to heave it. It's worked all season. Heave it. Joe Hayden says, nah.
Joe Hayden's a closer, man.
And Joe Hayden does feel like he makes the big play at the end.
Don't throw it towards him trying to win the game.
Don't look now. The Steelers are 8-5, and they have not lost with Duck as their starter.
Did you say don't look now? How about these Titans?
Here we go.
Don't look now. Score
America's
tied,
team.
7-7. You're right about that. Okay, let's do it for Nashville. My guy Ryan Tannehill takes a hit. Who is that? A.J. Brown? Football guys give it, then they take it away. They took away Antonio Brown, and they gave us A.J. Brown.
Okay.
This dude is balling out.
Raiders lost the boat.
Brown had 5 catches, 153, and 2 TDs in this one. Derek Carr dropping back. He hits Darren Waller trying to make something happen, and boop, the ball's out, and he just sits there like a gift. And then it's picked up by Jayon Brown, who returns it all the way for the touchdown.
Another Brown.
On touchdown. They got all kind of Browns. What can Brown do for you? Everything. The Titans, they moved to 8-5. They blow out the Raiders, 42-21.
They roll. Now they're tied for tops in the AFC South with the Texans. Kyle, I want to ask you about what you think of the Raiders' deconstruction over the past couple weeks. I don't want you to blow a gasket here on a Monday.
Yeah, you know, Raiders and I had a fling, Kay, and it ended terribly.
You feel some kind of way. As you can see, the Ravens are fully on top. I would love to see them in the Niners, number 1 in the NFC. We got the Patriots moving down to 10-3, and here comes a healthy Kansas City at 9-4. More highlights ahead. Big news emerging yesterday about our guy Odell Beckham Jr.